Hello all. Let us solve another problem on finding out the shear force and bending moment diagram. Now this beam is provided over here and there are reactions at A and B. So we need to find out first the reactions at A and B. So first step is to calculate support reactions. So this will be RA and this will be RB. So RA plus RB will be equal to, this is a UDL. So this UDL has intensity of 10 and it has a length of 2 meters. So this will be 10 into 2. This is 5, intensity 5 and it has a length of 2 meters. So this will be plus 5 into 2. So RA plus RB is 20 plus 10, that is 30. Next, if we take summation of moment about point A equal to 0 and we assume clockwise positive and anti-clockwise negative. So we will get the equation will be, this will have a point load exactly at the center and its value will be 10 into 2. And this point load will be at a distance of 1 meter because it is acting at the center of this UDL. This is total 2 meter. So at the center it will be from here 1 meter. So 10 into 2 into 1 and it is going clockwise, hence plus. Again, if we consider this UDL, it has a point load of 5 multiplied by 2 exactly at the center of this UDL. So it will be 5 multiplied by 2. And this point load, it has a perpendicular distance of 2 plus till the center of this it will be 1. So that is total 5 meter till A. So this will be 5 into 2 into 5 and it is also moving clockwise, hence plus. Minus this RB has a perpendicular distance of 6 meter and this is moving anti-clockwise about point A, hence it will be minus RB into 6. So from here we get the value of RB as 11.67 kilonewton, and when we substitute this in this, we will get the value of RA. So RA comes out to 18.33 kilonewton. So this RA is 18.33 kilonewton and RB is 11.67 kilonewton. Now next step is to calculate shear force. We have to calculate the shear force, and remember that if this is a section, so these type of forces will be considered as positive and these type of forces will be considered as negative. So based on these sign conventions, we have to calculate the shear force at each point. So first, shear force at point A. Now we will consider a section like this just next to point A. So this section, this force is to the left of this section and it is moving upwards. So to the left of the section moving upwards, it has to be taken plus. So this will be plus 18.33 kilonewton. Then shear force at C. This is point C. So we need to calculate shear force at C. Now here, let us consider this section just next to this point C. So the forces, if it is moving upward, it has to be taken plus. If the force is moving downwards, it has to be taken minus. Okay. So this will be plus 18.33. This will be, here there will be a point load of 10 into 2, that is it is moving downwards, so it will be minus. So minus 10 into 2. This value comes out to minus 1.67 kilonewton. Minus 1.67 kilonewton. Next we have to calculate shear force at D. Now if we need to calculate shear force at D, we can do it from any of the side. Both sides the value should be same only. So let us calculate the shear force from this side. Okay, let us calculate from this side. Now this is the section and we are taking the section to the right of this section. So to the right, if it is moving upwards, it is minus, and to the right if it is moving downwards, so it is plus. So this is moving upwards, so this will be minus. So shear force at D is minus 11.67, and this point load, it will be downwards, and the magnitude of the point load will be 5 multiplied by 2. So that is plus 5 multiplied by 2, and this value, it also comes out to minus 1.67 kilonewton. Next, we will calculate the shear force at this point B. Shear force at point B. So let us take this section, and at point B, this section, this 11.67 is to the right of the section, it is moving upwards. So to the right, moving upwards, it is minus. So this will be minus 11.67, minus 11.67 kilonewton. Okay, so we have calculated the shear force. So we can draw the shear force diagram based on that. So let us draw a shear force diagram. So shear force at A is given as plus 18.33. So this is going upwards, 18.33. Now here the shear force at C, now between A and C there is a UDL. Okay, so as there is a UDL, the shear force at C will go constantly downwards till minus 1.67, and it will be a straight line. It will be a straight line. As it is minus, it will be below this line. So this will be somewhere over here, minus 1.67. This will be 1.67, as it is downwards only, so no need of writing the minus sign. Now between C and D, there is no reaction. So this will be a straight line till 1.67 at point D. Shear force at D is again minus 1.67. And as between D and B, there is this UDL, and shear force at B comes out to minus 11.67. So this will go downwards like this till 11.67 kilonewton. And finally this will move upwards like this. Okay, so as it is above the line, these values are plus. As these values are below the line, these are minus. Now here we can see there is one point over here where the shear force is 0. This is the point where the shear force is 0. So we can write this as 0 shear force point. Now one thing you have to keep in mind, wherever the shear force is 0, that point will give you the maximum bending moment. Okay, so let us take this point and let us also project it downwards. Let us project it downwards, and let this point be point E. Let us call this as point E. So point E is the 0 shear force point. Now next step is to calculate bending moment. Now in order to calculate the bending moment, we need to know the sign conventions. Now, what was the sign convention for bending moment? If the moments are going like this, so it has to be taken plus. If the moments are like this, it has to be taken minus. Okay. So here first let us calculate bending moment at point A. Now as A and B, they are the end points of the beam. So there the reaction will be, the bending moment will be 0. So bending moment at A is 0 and bending moment at B is also equal to 0. Now we need to find bending moment at point C. Bending moment at point C. Now we have to consider these sign conventions. Now this the section is at C. To the left, if the force is moving up, if the moment is going like this, then it has to be taken plus. So this will be plus 18.33 multiplied by 2. The perpendicular distance is 2. So plus 18.33 multiplied by 2. Then this point load is moving downwards and it has a magnitude of 10 into 2. 10 into 2. And this value is at a perpendicular distance of 1 meter. From here till here it is 1 meter because this is exactly at the center. So this will be, and this is as this is going like this. So the section, if it is going like this, it is to be taken minus. The moment will be taken minus. So this will be minus 10 into 2 into 1. 10 into 2 into 1. So bending moment at C value comes out to plus 16.66 kilonewton meter. Now let us find out bending moment at point D. Means at this point D, let us calculate the bending moment. Now let us take the right section. So if the force is moving like this, the moment will go like this. So to the section, to the right of the section, if the moment is going like this, it is plus. So this will be 11.67 into 2 plus 11.67 multiplied by 2. This is 5 into 2. It has a point load of 5 into 2 and this distance is again 1 meter. And as this is going downwards to the section, to the right of the section, so it has to be taken minus. So this will be minus 5 into 2 into 1. And on solving, this value comes out to plus 13.34 kilonewton meter. Now here we have seen that here the shear force is 0. So we need to find the maximum bending moment at this point of 0 shear force. So let us, before finding that, we need to know this distance. Let us say that this is having a distance x from this point A. This is the point A. Let us say it has a distance x from point A. So if this is x, from here till here, from E to C, this is point C, from E to C, it will be 2 minus x, isn't it? As total distance is 2. So from here to here it is x. So here to here it will be 2 minus x. Now if we consider these two triangles, both the triangles will be similar only. So by the similarity of triangles, we will get 18.33 upon x. 18.33 upon x is equal to 1.67 upon 2 minus x. 1.67 upon 2 minus x. So from here we can get the value of x, and the value of x comes out to 1.833 meter. So this x value is 1.833 meter. So we need to calculate the bending moment at this point E. So bending moment at point E. Now keep this thing in mind that it will be the maximum bending moment because shear force is 0 over here. So wherever shear force is 0, bending moment will be maximum only. Okay. So let us calculate at this point E, as this is the force RA. We will just project it upwards. So this is the point E. Okay. Now here this distance is given as 1.833 meter. Now this is the force to the left of the section and it is moving, the moment is going upwards. So moment to the left moving upwards is to be taken positive. So this will be 18.33 multiplied by 1.833. So plus 18.33 multiplied by 1.833. Now here this this UDL is of 10 kilonewton per meter and we are considering only this much length, 1.833. So this UDL will have a magnitude at the center of 1.833 and as it is moving downwards to the left of the section moving downward, it is minus. So this will be minus 10 into 1.833 and it will be between 1.833, means this distance will be 1.833 by 2. So we can write this as minus 10 into 1.833 into 1.833 by 2. Okay, and on solving this, the value of bending moment comes out to 16.8 kilonewton meter. Okay, this is the maximum bending value that we got. Here it is 16.66 and here it is 16.8. So while plotting the bending moment diagram, at A it is 0, at B also it is 0. This is point A, this is B, this is point C, this is point D and this is point E. At C it is 16.66, at E it is 16.8. So as this is a UDL over here, the bending moment diagram will be parabolic. So it will move like this. Maximum it has attained over here, that is 16.8. This is at E, shear force is 0 over here, so it will be 16.8. And at C it is 16.66. So this will just go down, little down, it will go like this. So here it is 16.66. At D it is 13.34 plus 13. As it is plus, it is upwards. If it would have been minus, it would have gone down. So this will be 13.34. Now this is a straight line. Please keep in mind that this is a parabola, as here a UDL is there, and this is a straight line as there are no forces between C and D. Okay. Again between D and B there is a UDL. So this will be parabolic in nature, and B as it is at B it is 0. So this will just fall like this, and this is also parabolic in nature. Clear? So this is the bending moment diagram and this is the shear force diagram.